My father never talked much. He didn't give long speeches. He didn't post quotes. He didn't say, "I love you" every day. But every morning before the sun rose, he showed it. This is a true story. A real father. A real struggle. A real sacrifice. My father was just an ordinary man in America. No fame. No privilege. No shortcuts. He worked with his hands, rough, cracked hands that smelled like metal, oil, and long hours. While other people slept, my father was already awake, sitting quietly at the edge of his bed, pulling on his worn boots, preparing to fight another day. He worked 2 jobs. One during the day at a warehouse, lifting boxes heavier than his own exhaustion, and another at night as a security guard, walking empty halls while the world rested. He never complained. Not once. Even when his back hurt so bad that he couldn't straighten up, he still went to work. Why? Because quitting was not an option when children are watching. We didn't grow up rich. There were nights when dinner was simple, sometimes too simple, but somehow my father always made it feel enough. He would smile and say, "As long as we eat together, we're rich." I didn't understand then. I was a kid. I wanted more. Better shoes. New clothes. Things my friends had. I used to feel embarrassed when my father picked me up in his old car. Paint peeling, engine coughing like it was tired of life. One day I said something I regret forever. "Why can't you be like other dads?" He didn't yell. He didn't get angry. He just went quiet. That night I heard him coughing in the bathroom. I saw him holding his chest, trying not to make noise. I didn't know then that he was hiding his pain. Not just physical pain, but emotional pain too. Years passed. I grew up. Life hit me hard. College wasn't easy. Bills piled up. Stress crushed me. There were days I wanted to quit everything. One night, completely broken, I called my father. I expected advice. Instead, he told me a story. He said, "There was a time I wanted to quit too." I was shocked. My father, the strongest man I knew, he told me how years ago he lost his job, how he would sit in the car after interviews, gripping the steering wheel, praying no one would see him cry, how he skipped meals so we could eat, how he wore the same shoes until holes appeared, because new shoes meant less food at home. And then he said something I will never forget. "I stayed strong because you were watching, even when you didn't know it." That moment changed me. I realized strength isn't loud. It doesn't brag. It doesn't ask for applause. Real strength shows up every day, tired, scared, and hurting, and still keeps going. A few years later, my father got sick. Very sick. The same man who carried everything quietly was now weak. Hospital rooms replaced work shifts. Machines replaced his boots. I held his hand, the same hands that once held my future together. He looked at me and smiled. Still smiling. He said, "I'm proud of you." I broke, because for the first time I understood everything he had done. My father didn't leave me money. He didn't leave me property. He left me something far more valuable. A lesson that life doesn't reward the loudest. It rewards the strongest hearts. The ones who stay when it's hard. The ones who sacrifice without expecting thanks. Today, when I wake up tired, I remember him. When life feels unfair, I remember him. When quitting feels easy, I remember him. And I keep going. Because somewhere a child is watching. And one day they'll understand too.